11:30. I've started getting going on my lessons. Trying to make it easy for myself. I think it's going to be okay. After hunting around for a while, I found what I need for every day. This week, maybe next week, we're going to be focusing on shopping, because shopping is something that many people asked about, and I decided to start with that. And I'll go to health again, but we've done health before, and we have not done shopping before. And shopping includes financial stuff as well, so I'm going from the shopping into the financial, and that should be good. But I just started my laundry. I think I'm getting cold, and that's making me bored or uninterested in what I'm doing, because I'm sort of, it's not thrilling either, you know. But hey, whatever, it's necessary. They need it. And some of them expressed a desire to learn about it, more about it. So that's why we have the conferencing, right? You say, what are you interested in learning about? So I clicked on that, and we're going to do a bit of that. So I got a list of things here, and we have that task to do on Monday, but that's it. After writing, then listening, speaking, reading, writing again. Listening, speaking, listening. I have listenings here. Speaking, we can do shopping. Reading, we can read bank statement, things like that. So it's coming together. And there's a hockey game tonight. Brr. So I went outside wearing my boots. I didn't really try them out, but I decided not to wear them in the house at all. My other boots, I could, when they were dry, I could wear them from the laundry room to the outside, walking across the kitchen. But these ones, I don't think I'll walk across the kitchen in. Okay? Did it once and not again, because they are grippy. And I don't think that's good for my floor. Even though the floor is supposed to be super tough, I don't find it so. So, yeah. Burr. Hi, kitty cats. Yelly, 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 yelly. They don't listen at all. Never tried it. Had one cat that knew its name, Chang. He knew his name because we lost him in the house. We were living in this really, really, really big house, and we had moved just moved into it. It was being built as we lived in it, okay? So we moved all our possessions from one floor to another as we were building. So at this point, when we got this kitten, a Siamese, my first and only Siamese, a Seal Point. No, Lilac Point. He was gorgeous. Oh, he was amazing. Chang was so pretty. Anyway, yeah, so we as we were building the house, we moved the stuff from room to room. And when we first got him, he was young. He was not a kitten, he was a young cat. Okay. Of course he was a kitten, but so he was scared. He'd come from a house, a cat house, yes. And he'd never been around us people before. And yeah, he was scared. So he hid. And he had lots of places to hide because we had all this stuff. And so for days. We went ching, 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 ching. So this cat learned its name because it got drilled into his head. But since then, I have not lost a cat in my house, so I've not had the need to call a cat's name incessantly. And it being the only cat around, right? Yes, Chang. Chang got kicked out eventually. He ate his way through everything. All the clothing. He chewed holes in all the baby's clothing, and it became impossible to have anything without him chewing his way through it. So they called those suckers, something suckers, fabric suckers, I can't remember, but he liked the sound, the crunching feel of, and the sucking of the material. And yeah, that was an expensive mistake. The one and only time that I paid for a purebred cat. Same with the purebred dog. One and only time. Pay for it, big mistake. Don't. I'm working. You cannot work on, don't walk on my stuff. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not threatening you. Don't worry, Julia. Yeah, so did not work out. Not when you're poor. You shouldn't buy things when you're poor. No. Maybe someday I will buy a dog again, but it's safer to buy cats. Purebred cats are safer to buy than dogs, I feel. But Siamese, sometimes problematic. Anyway, yes. I'm sure I had something else that I wanted to say at some point, but I can't think of it right now. Laundry started. Lesson planning started. Cold. Yeah, I'm still cold. I should just get into my onesie and stay in it all day. But I'm going to go for a walk this afternoon, so. Okay. So I've looked through A Trip to the Bank. Shopping Travel English. That doesn't, yeah, they keep on saying recommend, suggest, advise. Verbs that have multiple sentence patterns. I mean, recommend, suggest. How does that do anything for me? This is not a lesson. This is a blog post. I don't need that. Going to the bank. Have we done looking at going to the bank? Going to the bank. There's a listening assessment. Okay, so I've looked at that. A trip to the bank. Bank readers. A trip to the bank. Have I got that? A trip to the bank. Let's have a look at that. What is it? Is it there a listening? Optional read aloud task for students who are ready to practice reading out loud. All my students love reading out loud. The digital version of this. Reading aloud. Let's see what are we doing? Read and listen. Read aloud. Let's see what that's all about. Read the story for your teacher. I see. Read the reference. Bills and coins. I see. Mm-hmm. Do I want to do that? There's a PDF. Let's look at what the PDF is all about. I can read that out loud. Right, the words on the pictures, that's a debit card, that's a credit card, that's a, I have no idea what that is. Okay, let's look at the front. I see. Signature, check, ATM, debit card, credit card, chip. I see chip. Okay, that's your chip. That's currency. That's deposit. That's withdrawal. That's signature. Okay, we can do that. Is there? Okay, that's my furnace. Is there listening? No. Okay. Alrighty. Trip to the bank. I don't know. Brr. This really, I'm sitting here. My fingers are cold. Why don't I get a sweater? Why don't I have so many sweaters? Hoodies, sweaters. Yes, I should wear a sweater. Let me go get a sweater. I need a sweater.